It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful people. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso. We're live on SABC3. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. You've made the right choice. Thank you so much for doing that and joining us this morning. Now, since the start of lockdown, cigarettes have been banned. And yes, we've seen lots of panic all over the place by smokers. We're joined this morning by General Practitioner and owner of HealthCross, Dr. Ashley Petersen. This morning, we're discussing the issue of nicotine addiction because it's a real thing. Is this 21-day lockdown period perhaps the perfect time to quit smoking? Think about it. Could be, maybe. Dr. Ashley Petersen, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
It's good to have you. Doctor, fantastic over this side. Hope you're doing well, Doc. The nature of the coronavirus makes lung health extremely important because we know so far that coronavirus goes for your lungs. So now, are smokers who are infected with COVID-19, are they more susceptible to a more serious infection?
Good morning. Absolutely. I mean, the coronavirus and any virus itself that affects the lungs are actually worse patients who are smoking. And this is because smokers causes you end up having chronic damage to your lungs, which decreases your lungs capacity. So if you think of it in the way that if you have a small actually...
Sorry, Doctor. I'm sorry to interject. Your line is acting up a little bit there. I'm going to just try that again. Did you just say that they're more susceptible to a more serious infection? If you can repeat that for us, please.
Yes, I did.
Tell us more.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so basically what happens when it causes damage to the lung, and your lung capacity is quite which means that if you have
it seems the line with Dr. Ashley Petersen is acting up a little bit this morning. A little bit shaky, but we're going to be catching up with him a little bit later on this morning. Hopefully try and get in touch with him once more. But we're going to be talking about, since the lockdown has started, stores have stopped selling cigarettes and alcohol. And if this is a good move for people who may be addicted to nicotine. And of course, if you have any questions, please do get those through to us on our Facebook page, Expresso Morning Show SABC3. And I will definitely try to ask Dr. Ashley Petersen later on.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thank you very much, ladies. We continue our conversation with Dr. Ashley Petersen, who's a general practitioner and the owner of HealthCross. Now, we're talking about the 21-day lockdown. Since it started, the sale of cigarettes has been totally banned across South Africa. And the question maybe is, could the 21-day lockdown be the perfect time for you, if you are addicted to nicotine, to consider quitting smoking? We've already established that if you are a smoker, that your lungs are affected. If you did have COVID-19, you would be more susceptible to a more serious infection. Now, Doctor, let's continue with the conversation. The shops have stopped the selling of cigarettes and alcohol during this period. It's been enforced by government. Do you think this is a good time for people to quit smoking entirely, maybe?
Well, absolutely, I do. The problem with smoking, as I mentioned earlier, is that smoking actually causes such structural damage to your lungs that decreases your lungs' capacity to fight any infection. So, as you know, with COVID-19, it causes a fibrosis of the lung, which means that with smoking, you have whatever is active in terms of your active particle, the small amount that is left is actually completely obliterated as well. So smoking, I think this is an ideal time for you. If you are a smoker, whether it be a normal tobacco smoker, normal cigarettes, e-cigarettes, please stop now. I mean, if there has ever been a scare tactic before, this would be it. But there's actually so much truth in the scare tactic that is actually quite powerful. So if you ask them, use this time to stop smoking and other things to do instead of it, but in the long run, it will be to your benefit.
So, Dr. Petersen, you're saying that people must use this time to consider smoking because if your lungs are already under pressure, you are far more susceptible to serious infections. Okay, so if you've run out of cigarettes, okay, let's say now you're a smoker, you've run out of cigarettes, you're trying to quit smoking, what are the withdrawal symptoms that you need to be mindful of? And what can replace the habit of grabbing a cigarette? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people now not coping necessarily because they're so used to smoking.
Yeah. Well, there are quite a number of withdrawal symptoms, and that is simply because of the nicotine aspect of So the nicotine would cause, because you have all these receptors in your brain that's actually there to to attach to, or for the nicotine to attach to. With the decrease in nicotine with not smoking, you have this constant craving for it. And that's one of the biggest withdrawal symptoms of stopping smoking. So it's craving, things like headaches, jitteriness, mood swings. So it causes quite a terrible clinical picture to see, and most of it actually finds itself peaked at about 2 to 3 days after smoking. And the main thing is for you to push through that, because eventually, within a couple of weeks' time, the cravings and all that symptoms will stop completely. They say roughly about a 4-week period, but obviously it can go on depending on if there's any underlying issue to cause the smoking.
The bottom line is that it is possible to quit smoking, and this message goes out to everyone out there who's wondering if they're going to survive this. Let's talk about the health benefits, and there are only benefits of not smoking. What are the positives that one can get or that can come from quitting?
Well, the positives is firstly it's cost-effective, as a way of saving money. Secondly, in terms of nutrition and our economic climate, in terms of health, it reduces your risk of cardiovascular disease and cerebrovascular accidents. So strokes and heart attacks are actually diminished quite considerably, because smoking causes a narrowing of your blood, your artery, which causes the heart and the brain itself to have a lack. So in terms of that, in terms of kidney, it causes chronic kidney disease as well. So all of those things are actually quite reduced in terms of your risk. So in terms of also, obviously now as we speak of COVID-19, your lung capacity is actually kept at an acceptable level in terms of dealing with any or infections you might get. So stop smoking, it saves money,
and saves your health.
In order again, allows you to socialize with people again, not having to go out and smoke.
Fantastic. Dr. Ashley Petersen, you couldn't have said it any better. Thank you so much for your time this morning. And this message goes out to everyone out there who is probably trying to quit smoking during this time, but finding it difficult. It is possible. And maybe use this time to think about it. Think about all the benefits that can come from quitting your smoking. Of course, if you want help with quitting, there is a hotline. There is help out there. Maybe email quit@iafrica.com, or you can call the National Council Against Smoking. The number 011 720 3145. But for more information about the coronavirus and all the other things that come with the coronavirus around your health and your habits, particularly smoking, go on sacoronavirus.co.za. We'll see you after this.